welcome to today's League of Legends Roundup, where I cover the games that took place in the 4 major regions. We have the LPL, where they're trying to finish the regular season and making up all of OMG's games they missed due to, I believe, COVID. So OMG are trying to make the playoffs. Clearly, they lost yesterday to FPX, which I went over, and they lost to LNG today, which pretty much rules them out, I believe, from playoff contention. So tomorrow's game versus RNG only will matter for RNG and their seeding. And then the LCK, we have the LCK playoffs going on. So DRX and KDF played after Damwon and Fred at Brion played yesterday, where Damwon 3-0'd Fred at Brion. So those were the only two series for today. Tomorrow will be a lot more interesting. But yeah, so if you haven't watched one of these videos before, clearly, you see here, I have a bunch of notes on the board. I have a lot of writing here. You really can't read it. The purpose is more for me to kind of look at and guide myself through breaking down these games for you, telling you the key moments, saving you the time of watching the entire game. I mean, maybe you don't want to watch a 5-game series between DRX and KDF, because in the end, you don't think DRX or KDF are going to win the LCK, so what's the point? And I mean, I can see that. So yeah, so that's kind of an example here. So, Series 1 of the day, the LPL series between LNG and OMG, would go 3 games. LNG really played dominant in Game 1, as you see here, 18-3. Game was slow in the early game. First skirmish happened at 6 minutes, where LNG would take a mountain in a fight that was 2-0, light with both kills. OMG would go mid to respond a couple minutes later, but at the next Drake, LNG would win a fight 4-0, light with another double kill to take Hextech, so light being a key carry. Light was really good in all 3 games, but Tarzan ends up being MVP because he was more impactful. So LNG wins that fight at the second Drake. They go mid themselves, and by 15 minutes they're up 7-1 in kills, 2.5k gold, and Tarzan, like I said, is 2-0-5, 100% kill participation on the Trundle. OMG then take an Infernal after getting a kill at 17 minutes to stop the dragon stacking. LNG respond in mid 3-0, light with a double kill shortly thereafter, so light with 3 double kills. They're up 10-2, 6.5k gold, and Tarzan is 3-0-7 as of 20 minutes, so in 5 minutes they went from 2.5k to 6.5k gold lead. LNG then go bot, they then go mid, and yeah, so LNG are all over the place. They're getting picks and they're winning little skirmishes. However, at 22 minutes, OMG would take another Infernal, LNG punishing them this time 4-0, which, I mean, was enough for LNG to get really far ahead, and then they end 2-0 in top, light with a double kill. So LNG smoke shows them 18-3, clean game out of LNG. Game 2, early game was a little more chaotic, but then as we started transitioning to you know, how as the early game went along, and I mean, laning phase went along, the game slowed down a bit for a few minutes. So OMG would get a 2v2 kill at 2 minutes to open this one up, and then go bot lane again at 4 minutes. So OMG get ahead in game 2. They win game 2 20-16, a close one. They then take a Hextech and a mountain because they got these advantages in bot lane twice. So for the next at least 7 minutes, OMG are in control of this game. They then win a fight in mid 2-1, Aki with a double kill at 14 minutes. They then go top lane, and by 15 minutes, OMG are up 5-1, 2k gold, and Cold is 0-0-5 on the Leona. So Cold, being the support, very active in this game, 100% kill participation, doing what he has to do as the support. Supports don't get a lot of love. I figured I'd give him some love here. So he is a key contributor to why they're ahead. LNG then go bot and take an Infernal over the next couple minutes. However, at 19 minutes, OMG take control of this game 5-1 in top. The fight in top actually went 4-1. Shanji solo killed Ale in the side lane, so that was 5-1 overall. Shanji on a Kennen and Ale on a Camille. After this fight, OMG are up 10-3, 5k gold. Aki is 4-0-3 on the Viego. I've said I'll split long. I'll say it again. Aki on carries. He clearly is a carry jungler. He is not a jungler that can do everything. And that is why I think OMG struggles sometimes, because Aki on a Viego looks really good, but on a Volibear, like game 1, not so much. 22 minutes, OMG go to Infernal Soul Point. LNG punish them 3-1 afterwards. Ale with a double kill, which leads to a Baron for LNG, cutting into the gold deficit, so now they're only down 2k gold. They win a fight 3-1 in mid, Light with a triple kill during that Baron. However, at 27 minutes after the Baron has subsided, OMG win a fight to take the Infernal Soul 3-1, Abel with a double kill. This puts OMG up 15-10 and ties the game up in gold. LNG were able to eliminate that 2k gold deficit during the Baron. Cold was 2-1 and 11 now on the Leona, so 13 out of 15 kill participation. At 30 minutes, LNG win a fight 5-0 to take the Baron a second time. Light with a triple kill. This puts them up 3.5k gold. However, OMG would win the final fight at 31 minutes. Actually 34 minutes. So 34 minutes, and I believe this was over Elder. OMG win 5-1. Abel with a triple kill. So LNG get that Baron, but aren't able to close out. And after the Baron subsides and there's another fight, they end up losing, Abel being a key contributor to that in the final 2 fights, where OMG secured the Infernal Soul and ending the game. So game 3, a lot more like game 1. Obviously LNG wins, but it's 27-10. It's not really that close. So LNG go top lane at 4 minutes to go ahead. OMG get a kill in the jungle at 7 minutes. LNG go mid at 9 minutes. So a lot of action in the first 9 minutes. LNG take a mountain because they're ahead. Shanji solo kills Ale a second time. Shanji on a Tryndamere, Ale on a Camille. LNG then take a Cloud at 15 minutes after getting a pick. This puts them up 3-2 and 2.5k gold. LNG then win a fight in mid. OMG take an Ocean. 21 minutes, OMG steal a Baron. LNG had gotten a pick, started the Baron, OMG steal it. LNG would punish the steal 3-0. Light with a double kill. This puts LNG up 8-2, but gold is tied because they lost the Baron. Tarzan is 2-0-5, once again, carrying, doing what he has to do, making things happen. LNG then go to Ocean Soul Point at 25 minutes after winning a fight 2-0. OMG go bot lane a few minutes later. And when they go bot lane, LNG start the Baron. OMG steal a second Baron in this game. Aki doing the best that he can. That is where Tarzan probably needs some help. Tarzan had some struggles in game 3, securing the Baron. LNG then punished them 2-0. A couple minutes later, there's a big fight over the ocean. LNG trying to get Soul. They would get Soul, winning the fight 5-4. Light and Abel both with double kills for their respective teams. This puts LNG up 17-7. Doumbé 1-1-15 on the Karma. So Doumbé, you know, his champion Ocean that he has instead of a champion pool. His Karma was great in game 3. I almost made him MVP, but I figured Tarzan probably should get it because he, you know, Doumbé really didn't do much in the other 2 games, where Tarzan at least did something in game 1. So at 33 minutes, LNG won a fight 5-2 in mid. Light with a triple kill. Light also played very well. Ale was definitely the guy that struggled for LNG in this series, dying multiple times to Shanji in the side lane. He had a couple moments where he looked okay on the Camille, but if there was a weak link for LNG in this series, it was Ale. So Light showing up again, making his case that he could have been MVP. That leads to a Baron, a 3k gold lead, and then they end through top 4-1. Light with a double kill. Final score 27-10. Excuse me. I mean, Light could have been, like I said, Light made a case to be MVP, but when you're on a Zeri in 2 games, I mean, you're on a Zeri, so you should do what you did. So that's the LPL. LNG taking care of business. OMG, I think, are eliminated now. It's a shame. Like I said yesterday, they started like 3-0 or 4-0, and they completely imploded. I think that, like I said, Aki may be the problem. Or at the very least, they need to make him practice playing champions that aren't carries and have him learn how to support his teammates better. Also, Cream plays for OMG, and I haven't mentioned Cream at all yesterday or today. So he completely vanished when it was on the line, which is a problem. Cream coming into the year, one of the best players in the LPL, some people thought. I mean, I had him highly ranked. I thought he was pretty good. But vanished when push came to shove. So that's a problem. Now, as far as the LCK playoffs go, we had a 5-game series, as I said earlier, between DRX and Kwangdong. So they alternated games here, as you see, red, blue, red, blue, red. Fate ends up being MVP for what he did in Game 5. So let's get into it. LCK, very different than LPL, obviously. So the early game was very slow in these games. DRX take a mountain to start this one off before a first blood at 8 minutes where they get a kill in the jungle. 11 minutes, KDF would take a cloud after winning a fight 2-0. Teddy with a double kill. Teddy on the Misfortune. Misfortune is making a comeback. And Teddy did very well in the champion, forcing bans in this series. At 15 minutes, KDF win a fight 2-0 in mid. This puts them up 4-1 in kills. LM 0-0-4 in the Xinjiao. LM 100% kill participation. Jungler doing work. But gold is tied. As the early game went to mid game slowed down. Both teams took a Hextech Drake. So between 15 and 23 minutes, there was no fighting. But at 23 minutes, there would be a fight where KDF would take a Baron 2-0. Teddy with another double kill. During the Baron, they win a fight 2-1 in mid. And another fight in mid 1-0. This puts them up 2.5k gold. Because when they took the Baron, it was a tie game. KDF then go to Hextech Soul Point. And then at 30 minutes, they win another fight for another Baron 5-3. Elam, Teddy, and Deft. So Elam, the jungler for Kwangdong, and then both 80 carries with double kills. This puts KDF up 4k. They take the Hextech Soul with that Baron. They get a kill to do so they get a pick. They have the prio. They take the Hextech Soul. DRX really can't fight him for it. Kwangdong then go top lane, get a kill. This puts him up 16-5, 4.5k gold. Teddy 7, 2, and 6 on the Misfortune. And then at 36 minutes, they end 5-1 in bot. Fate with a triple kill on the Corki. So final score 21-6. Clean game for Kwangdong. Game 2. And I noticed throughout this whole series, and I really noticed it when I was writing Game 5, Kwangdong has a lead in every one of these games, despite it going 5 games. And you'll notice it as I go over it. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I just went over Game 1, and they didn't have one. At 15 minutes, Kwangdong has a lead in every game, I think. Yeah. So at 15 minutes, they have a lead in every game. Obviously, Game 1, like I just said, DRX did take the first Baron, get the first blood, but they were behind at 15 minutes. So, Game 2, Kwangdong take a cloud to start this one off. And then at 9 minutes, the game blows up, where they win a game Fight in River 5-1. Keen and Fate with double kills. KDF then take a mountain with the prio. There's a couple skirmishes in bot that exchange kills. DRX coming out ahead 2-1 overall. So KDF at 15 minutes are up 6-3. Like I said, they're up every game. 1k gold. Hoyt is 0-1 and 5 on the Nautilus. 17 minutes. DRX taking Infernal. KDF had won the fight 2-1. Teddy with a double kill at first. They started it, and DRX forced them off with a couple kills of their own to take the Infernal. DRX then start pushing, and taking a lead in this game after winning that Infernal Drake. They would then go top lane at 20 minutes, winning a fight 3-1. Zika with a double kill. This tied the game up 9-9, and DRX are now up 3.5k gold. Deft is 3, 2, and 4 on the Xayah. Deft, I think, played Xayah in every game. The first 4 games. Last game he did not play Xayah, but Deft played Xayah in the first 4 of these 5 games. And he did very well in Game 2, carrying them 7 out of 9 kill participation at 20 minutes. DRX then taking Infernal because it's all in their favor now. They get a kill in bot. This puts them up 6k gold at 26 minutes. KDF would respond 3-1 in the jungle. Teddy with a double kill. This gets them to Infernal Soul Point. DRX and again a couple kills again of their own, getting a pick in the jungle, winning a fight in mid 1-0. This gets their gold lead up to 7.5k without a Baron. Go to Infernal Soul Point, and it looked like DRX were ahead. But then the game went back and forth, and KDF would respond in the late game at 35 minutes, getting a kill, and getting another kill a minute later, and then a third kill at 38 minutes. So in 3-4 minutes, they got a few kills. This cut the gold deficit from 7.5 to 4.5K. But in the end, at 39 minutes, DRX won a fight in the river 3-1 to end. I think that was over Elder. Game 3, it was lopsided. I mean, all 3 games for KDF end up being lopsided on final score. It was 13-4. So, started slow. DRX taking Infernal. Similar to the first 2 games, we get a Drake before we do anything. KDF then go top at 6 minutes. They then go mid at 9 minutes, getting a couple kills. And then they go take a mountain. So, I mean, KDF are pulling ahead at 12 minutes. They get another kill and bot. They're up 4-0 at 17 minutes, 2.5K gold. So, the Freaks are, once again, ahead in the early to mid-game transition. They then take a Hex Tech. DRX dive top for first blood for themselves at 21 minutes. And then they take a Hex Tech. And in doing so, DRX actually were able to eliminate the gold deficit. So between 17 and 26 minutes, the gold deficit was eliminated. So it was a tie game. The Freaks still up 4-1. But they hadn't had a kill since 12 minutes. 27 minutes, DRX win a fight in mid 3-2. Zika with a double kill. This gets them to Hex Tech Soul Point. However, at 29 minutes, the Freaks get a pick, take a Baron up 2.5K gold, and then after that Baron would subside, there'd be a fight over the Hex Tech Drake. Obviously, KDF does not want DRX to get the soul, and KDF win the fight 3-0 to ensure that they don't give it away. Teddy with a double kill, and they end off of that. So final score 13-4. Even though DRX didn't have a lot of kills, they out-farmed and out-macroed Kwangdong in Game 3 for most of it until the end when they lost. Game 4, Keen would pull out Nurgat, and that would benefit him in the early game. He solo killed Kingan's Gragas at 4 minutes. The only time I mentioned Keen, I think, once earlier for a double kill, but Keen really didn't show up as much as Fate did, and Fate ends up being MVP for that reason, which is kind of weird. And similar to Game 2, KDF would get out to a big lead off of one sizable fight in the early game. At 6 minutes, the Freaks win a fight 4-1 in River. Teddy with a double kill. DRX would respond by going top lane. And then diving bot at 9 minutes. Pioshik with a double kill. So DRX are responding. KDF take a mountain. So KDF take the first Drake around 15 minutes. And they're up 5-4 in kills. But the gold is tied. So they have a slight lead in kills. So once again, they're ahead a little bit. They have the Drake as well. 17 minutes, DRX taking Infernal after a pick, then win a fight in mid at 19 minutes, 3-1. Pioshik with another double kill. Pioshik did really well in Game 4 on the Lee Sin. His Lee Sin has been nasty all split long. DRX taking Baron at 21 minutes after winning a fight 2-1. This puts him up 5K. They take an Ocean with that Baron, win a fight in top 3-0. After the Baron subsides, they're up 6.5K gold. Pioshik is 7-2-6 on the Lee Sin. 100% kill participation as DRX open up a 13-8 lead. So 13-8 lead, 6.5K gold. Pioshik is carrying for them. 27 minutes, DRX take a Baron after a fight that went 2-2 at first. It went 2-2, and then they KDF tried to force DRX off, and Zika would outplay, I forget who exactly, but he outplayed a 1v2, killing both KDF members. This gives them a 9K gold lead. DRX would go to Ocean Soul Point and then end with the Baron 2-0. Final score 19-10. Pioshik played very, very well. I can't say it enough in Game 4. And Zika as well. So, it all came down to Game 5. I haven't really mentioned Fate that much. He did a little bit in Game 1 and a little bit in Game 2. But in Game 3 and Game 4, he really didn't show up. And Game 5, he played very well in the TF. He was the engage, and he did his job, and that's why he ends up being MVP. So, DRX take a mountain to start this one off. So, just like the first 3 games, we have a slow start. 11 minutes is when first blood would happen, where KDF go top, and then top lane would be a mess for a few minutes. KDF get a kill. There's another skirmish with a couple kills. KDF get another kill, so they come out ahead 3-1 in top. They take a Cloud. They go mid at 16 minutes, get a kill, so this puts them up 4-1, 3.5K gold. KDF then go bot at 17 minutes, and then DRX respond at 20 minutes by going mid 2-1. So a lot happening in the first 20 minutes. A lot of little picks and things like that. Both teams obviously are only taking advantage of the clear opportunities, it being an elimination game, of course. 21 minutes, KDF take an Infernal after getting a pick. They then go mid and get a kill. Game slows down. They take another Infernal to go to Infernal Soul Point. 30 minutes, Pioshik steals the Baron. KDF had gotten 2 picks, Fate with both of them. Puts them in position, Prio. However, Pioshik steals it, and KDF kill him. But DRX are now down 4.5k gold and have a Baron on 2 members. 32 minutes, KDF are up 11-3, but gold is still pretty much tied now that DRX had taken that Baron, and Fate is 4-0-5 on the Twisted Fate. 33 minutes, DRX would take an Infernal to prevent Soul from going to KDF, winning a fight 2-0. However, like I said earlier, when KDF went to Infernal Soul Point, the game just slows down, and the game slowed down again, which allowed Kwangdong to just take the Infernal Soul without real contention. And now with the Soul at 39 minutes, the Freaks just ended the game 5-2 in mid. Keen, Teddy, and Deft all with double kills to end. Final score 16-7. Like I said, Fate put them in position for that Baron, and that Baron put them ahead. Well, they didn't get the Baron, but he did what he had to do to get them, in position. 9 out of 11 kill participation when the game was still close. He was the reason why they had engaged and was finishing off the DRX targets. So the Freaks move on. Hopefully Keen shows up more in their next series, because he really, outside of one solo kill early on, he really didn't do much in Game 4. And he had a double kill here or there, but really, obviously, what are you going to do? You're on an Ornn, a Gragas, twice maybe? Yes, he was on Gragas twice. Not carry champions, but still, he... he was on a Jace in Game 5, and I don't mention him till the end. So I think we need a little bit more out of Keen. Teddy did good. Hoyt did good. He was getting caught out in Game 4. Hoyt was quite a few times, but outside of that, he played pretty solid. So, we'll see how they do. It clearly is a region that we know is controlled by the top dogs. So we'll see how... they fare when they have to play, I think, Gen G. So, that's it for my LPL or LCK, my League of Legends roundup for today, March 24th. Tomorrow I will have videos up once again with this sort of content. Obviously, I said RNG and OMG play. If those games aren't troll, I will put them up, as well as whatever else occurs tomorrow. So, thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you have any opinions of your own on LNG, OMG's implosion, how the DRX KDF series went, whatever you want to do. Thank you for watching, and hope you come back for more content.